Glorious Monday to you guys. If you know me and you've been following any of my videos, you know that Coach B loves Mondays. I love Mondays. Mondays is the setup. Monday allows me to get everything set up and in order for the rest of the week. I'm being serious. A lot of times people do not enjoy Mondays, but I love Mondays. I love Mondays. So, guys, today's title is Talk is Cheap. Talk is cheap. And I want to start off with this weekend was pretty epic. Pretty epic. I had a really awesome Father's Day, but not in your normal regards, not like you would normally expect. A lot of times, on like a holiday weekend, especially like Father's Day, you typically go out, maybe have a good meal, go enjoy the day. But that's not the case for me. Not at all. So today we're discussing how talk is cheap and how this ties into leadership. For those of you guys that followed my videos last week, you know that last week unraveled. Last week was like a string that shows up on your shirt, on your coat, on your purse, on your umbrella. Doesn't matter. It's that little string that shows up. And if you ever pull on that string, it gets bigger, gets longer. And you try to pinch it down and rip it off to get that string out of the way. Well, that's how my Monday was last week. That was the little bitty string that seemed to always, it got snagged on everything. And the string got longer and it got longer. And the next thing you know, the whole week is starting to unravel. Can you guys relate to that? How you see something showing up, the little bitty string, it's like it's right there. And I'm like, oh man, I got brand new shirt and I already got a string. Dang. You might try to take a lighter and melt the string down, or you might try to, like, if you're handy, re-sew that dude. But that's the way my Monday started last week. The little string. And the whole week, the string got longer and the whole week just kept falling apart. For those of you guys that caught the message, you know that my car messed up. My wife's car messed up. Our backup car, which I don't drive very much, the batteries were dead. So both batteries were dead, so the truck wouldn't start. And I'm like, really, for reals, bro? Same team. And then I got the message that dump truck fell into the sewer, and you was like, wow, geez, man, it's just one thing after another. Washer died, dryer died, the backup washer died. Are you freaking kidding me right now? We've got a super luxurious home, and the waterfall in our bathroom. Okay, we don't have a luxurious home, but we did have a waterfall in the bathroom. This storm decided to just blow the house sideways, and water was just blowing in the bathroom vent and running straight down into the bathroom like a waterfall. The kids were freaking out. Kids were freaking out. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? Luckily, the waterfall went right into the toilet. But man, what a week. And it started off with that little bitty string. And it all started to unravel and unravel and unravel. And the more that string unraveled, the more the rest of the week fell apart. And I know you guys can relate. And I'm so sorry that you're watching this live from the ER. My goodness, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I guess it could always be worse. Because there's a quote from Benjamin Franklin that says, "Well done is better than well said." WD is greater than WS. Well done is better than well said. So this weekend being Father's Day, I didn't do the normal Father's Day things. We did get to enjoy lunch after dinner, and I had an amazing worship session at church. I poured my heart out to God. Like, why are all these bad things happening to me? I don't understand why bad things happen to good people. And I still don't know, and I still don't understand. But what I do know is God is good, and He was setting me up for victory. He's preparing me for my breakthrough. So this past weekend, I got to spend the weekend fixing the cars. But thank God I know how to fix cars. The Air Force taught me how to fix air conditioning and electrics and hydraulics and motors and you name it. I've learned how to fix it. I also have learned through a series of amazing men in my life how to fix roofs. So we fixed the roof. Not only that, I like to exercise, so I was in a position to go buy washers and dryers and take the old washers and dryers to the scrapyard and install new washers and dryers that did not fit the way they were supposed to. However, I'm pretty handy and I was able to fix the washers and the dryers. But talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. Anybody can talk. Only a few choose to do. Talk is cheap. You can talk about various things in life. We can express ourselves with various kinds of expressions, of words. But the point that I'm trying to make today is when we feel compelled to share our thoughts with someone on maybe how it could be done better. I probably could have prepared or repaired the roof better. I could have repaired the cars better. If I had taken the time to measure out every square inch of our laundry room, I probably would have noticed that the dryer that I was purchasing sat an inch lower to the ground than my dryer duct hole that's going through a concrete block wall, which is then going through another concrete block wall, which is then going through another concrete block wall. I would have noticed all that. And I'm not picking on people who are criticizing me trying to fix the problem, but I am saying maybe it would help if before we were quick to respond to someone, we pressed the pause button for a moment. There's a Latin phrase, ductus ex plono. shoot me if I can't pronounce Latin real well. Google does it way better than I do. But this phrase specifically ties to talk is cheap. But this phrase means lead by example. And that's what I did this Father's Day. You know, instead of doing the whole like going to the lake and fishing or doing the barbecue or doing the cookout or doing the normal things that might be associated with Father's Day, I choose to let my actions speak louder than my words. I chose to be a father that leads my 4 children by example in a manner of, I could say how awesome I am at fixing things and then not fix the things that are broken and choose to go to the lake instead. You know, and I'm just using this as an example of how sometimes, my friends, the way that you choose to interact with people can speak way louder than what you have to say. And I know that I am a rock star nutrition coach. I'm a phenomenal personal trainer. I'm an expert listener. I'm very good at being an emotional support system for a lot of people. But if my children and the people who know me and see me and interact with me every day don't see these things, then the words that I'm speaking are just words. I need my actions to speak louder than my words. And I want you guys to press the pause button next time that the example or the opportunity shows up that someone might have an issue or someone might have a problem. And maybe it might be better for us to just listen for just a moment. And instead of having eloquent words to say or giving them what you think they need to do or what you know they probably should do, maybe we lead by example. We be a good leader and we help them. We help show them. And here's what I mean by that. I do not have enough time in my day. I have too many businesses, too many clients. We just launched the whole Distinctly Extraordinary YouTube channel, the Distinctly Extraordinary coaching page. We're writing our first ever book called Distinctly Extraordinary. And I'm dare to say that I'm busy. I'm busy. But I know that this is a critical time in my children's life, just like I'm sure that you guys can insert the situation that best applies to you. But what I did is I chose to lead by example. I chose to take the extra time, as mind-blowing and eye-gougingly painful it was, to show my children step by step by step how to fix a car. How do you set up a washer? How do you hook up a washer? How do you balance a washer and a dryer? How do you figure out where the water's coming from? It would have been better and faster for me to just daggum do the thing and then get back to writing my book, get back to shooting my YouTube videos, get back to writing my content. But WD is better than WS. Well done is better than well said. Instead of telling my children how to do it, I took the time to show them. Instead of telling my clients how to fix their nutritional problems, how to fix their diabetes, how to fix their this, how to fix their that, Instead of telling them, I show them. I walk with them step by step, holding hands and awkwardly leg hooking hugs if that's what it takes. Letting them cry and bawl their eyes out, even though I don't necessarily have enough time for my day to get all the things I need done. I could have maybe just saved this person's life because the stress that they were battling was so overwhelming. There's no telling what was going on in their mind. I may have just saved them from hurting themselves. Talk is cheap, my friends, and I want to encourage you to start paying attention to your surroundings. Instead of being quick to respond, be quick to listen. Take the extra moments to teach someone how to do the thing that they can't seem to figure out. Because not everyone learns the same way that we do. I am definitely like a hands-on, I've got to read it and then do it. I can't just read it and do it. You can't just tell me something. It ain't a stick. I want you guys to learn how to be better leaders. And sometimes to be an amazing leader, we need to do it well and not so much say it well. If you can learn how to do both, if you can say it well and do it well, you are a rock star, my friends. Whoop, whoop. Rock star. But sometimes, my friends, it serves us to press that pause button for just a minute and take the time to lead someone by example. I've got quite a few business mentors in my life. I'm a nutrition coach who has a nutrition coach. I'm a personal trainer who has a personal trainer. And I'm not saying like, hey, look at me. What I'm saying is coaches need coaches. Everyone needs someone in their corner. And sometimes, my friends, it doesn't pay to just do all the talking. Sometimes you need to show them your walk and not talk about your walk. And I'm going to wrap up things, guys, and come to a close with this. My wife did buy me a shirt. And it is an awesome, awesome, epic shirt. And I'm not wearing the shirt because I'm at the gym and I just worked out. And you can't tell how sweaty I am because I'm wearing a black shirt. But it is a teal blue shirt because she knows that is my favorite color. Teal blue. I love it. I don't know what it is about teal blue, but that's why I selected my leadership to be a teal blue. I love that color. But this shirt says, preach the gospel without saying a word. And that really rang true in my mind because that is what the military has taught me over the last 22 years. Integrity. Doing the right thing when no one is around. And that's what I'm going to leave you with, friends. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. But the actions that you live day in and day out will speak volumes about the individual that you are more than your words will. And I want to leave a legacy, my friends. And I want people to remember me, Brandon Eckel, the distinctly extraordinary coach, because he went the extra mile to love on people. He went the extra mile to help people figure out what is wrong with their nutrition. Why do they ache so much? Why do they not have energy? And if that is you, my friends, I want to help you. Currently, we're in the middle of a 30-day health and wellness challenge that is absolutely free. I am not charging people anything for this coaching because that's who I am. I freaking love helping people. I love helping people. But don't take my word for it, friends, because talk is cheap. Guys, I want to say thank you for being a part of the Distinctly Extraordinary Society. If this message has touched you in any way, do me a favor, tag someone who needs to hear this, or just share it on your timeline, my friends. Help me spread the Distinctly Extraordinary Coaching Channel's message. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day, and look forward to seeing you guys the rest of this week. But for now, this is Coach B. Peace out.